Um, when a member of the family gets sick, usually people are supportive. So I think Jennifer just really hates me from childhood, and she uses the excuse of bipolar, but it's not that. It isn't that. It's just she's messed up. The kids and grandmommy, and she got left at home. She didn't get to go camping with us when you and Chip and I went. And she just continually tried to be so perfect for everyone to notice her. And it got her noticed. And so that upped her dopamines. So over time that developed into OCD. But it's not me. It's her. I wish people could just see that, because she presents like she's perfect and everything's great. But because of the stress, she's never done anything for herself in her entire life. She didn't become a veterinarian because Dad didn't want her to. I did. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not even going to tell you guys what I'm studying. You may think I'm in nursing, but I'm hanging out with the artists. And I was good with that, The house that we lived in was so dysfunctional that I developed an eating disorder. I had no one to talk to. Mom was out to lunch. Dad was out to lunch with Joyce. Who was going to talk to me? The Cranwells. I'm not their kid. So I had to face all this by myself, and I faced it with developing an eating disorder. And I'm not mad about it, because I don't think you and Mom did it on purpose, because you guys were it was a tough spot. But imagine being Jennifer and going through all this with no counseling. Mom's issues, your issues. She holds on so tight to control, and that's causing her bones to disintegrate. So as a sister who I love her, and I've given her gifts, I've written her letters. I said, I'll take you to the Blackfriar, we can go to Dave Matthews Winery. She can't do it. Like, I bring up cigarettes and my children, and she loses her mind. It's just so out of realm. What would John do? We don't know what John does. They're not together that often. Kent had a girlfriend in Costa Rica, and I knew he was with a woman, but I didn't know it was a prostitute in Costa Rica. When Beth told me that, I was like, "Aww," because I thought maybe he liked someone else. But yeah, no, this is Jennifer's problem from childhood. And, I think my kids kind of fall for the money thing. The money god. Like, ooh, don't want to piss Jennifer off. She's got money. But compared to what I'm going to have, which I'm really looking forward to, I hope I live long enough, I will have access to an airplane. It won't be my airplane, but I will have access to one. You can count on it. I love you, Dad. I don't care that you're not perfect. I had to figure it out, because you could never say, oh, I have bipolar. No, I had to figure that out. That's a toughie. Why is Dad doing this and this and this? And you're like, oh, well, he could have been a senator. Poor guy. Back in those days, man, it was almost time for Granddad. We'd be like, oh my God, they're going to give my son a lobotomy. What sister went through, I don't know exactly, but she obviously had depression. And then Mom, she was open about it. I had panic attacks. I take Valium. And then she got on Wellbutrin and made it a lot better for her. But, if I was going to diagnose Jennifer, I would just say she's a super manipulator. And she doesn't want anybody to point out anything that could possibly be wrong with her looks or behavior or choices. But she really doesn't look at herself and what she really wants. Does she want to be with John? They don't get along that well. Anyway, something to think on.